Okay, hello, here's another beautiful Technics SL1200 MK5. This is an MK5. There's a couple scratches on the dust cover. It's missing one of the rubber bumpers. And normal wear on the dust cover. This is another mint beautiful turntable. Comes with the rubber mat and this little plastic here, like a plastic mat. You might find a couple circular shape stains on it, but honestly I don't see any on this model, probably because of the plastic that's been on it for years. The rubber mat and the plastic has been on top of it for years. I mean, these are collector owned turntables for showcasing purposes and never been used before, and I don't see any circular shaped stains. I think that's because of this plastic that protect that from happening. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you the turntable. There's a couple imperfections, like a little stain here. Let me show you that. There we go. You can catch that platter. That's beautiful. Just look at this. Let me go really slowly. Show you the real deal. Look at that, shiny corners. Beautiful. Look at those buttons. Nice turntable. Just a couple imperfections. These turntables were never used for DJ purposes or just to listen to records. I did test it out. I did play the record to test it out, and that was it. This one comes with the LED light. This is the LED light, originally from Technics, from Panasonic. Like most of the newer MK5 models came with LED lights. Let's see if I can show you those pins. I mean, that's beautiful. Look at that. It had a cartridge mounted, like a head shield, not a cartridge. It had the original head shield mounted, but no cartridge, and it's still really clean. Super nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Let me show you this corner. Here's like a little stain, because I don't feel anything. Now these little things come from the factory. There's like a stain, as well as a bubble here. See that bubble? Those things come from the factory like that. That's where the paint seals are, where the construction, ends. There's a couple tiny microscopical. Let me show you that. Let me see how close I can get. See that? You can feel it when you touch that. See that? Really tiny ones. These are over here are stains. That's comes from the factory, probably caused by the cabinet. The showcasing cabinet had black foam on the sides. Those are the big cabinets with big glass, like glass doors, and they were going around in circles and circles. They were spinning all the time to showcase the turntable, so they had foam on the sides. Alright, there's a couple more stains here. See that? Let me go back. It's beautiful. Let me show you that pitch. You can see, I mean, I can tell that the pitch hasn't been used at all. Look, the pitch feels here right on -8, feels a little bit loose. See that? I will describe that on the list. I mean, that's something that happens naturally. I'm pretty sure. I don't recommend you to try to glue it back or do something. This is a decal. There's actually glue underneath this decal, and it's really delicate. You know, if you use a screwdriver here to hold it while you glue it, and while you try to put some glue inside, then you're gonna bend this part, or you're gonna bend the corner, or you're gonna bend it. Just leave it there. I recommend you to don't do anything to the pitch decal. Just leave it like that. If it gets really bad with time, like if it really unstick itself completely, you can glue it, but just leave it like that. This is not something that's going to impair, you know, the usage of this turntable. It's just the pitch that it's naturally unsticking because there's glue underneath the decal. That's the only thing that I can find, that I can see on this one, and that I found on this one. That's it. I had to show you that. Please don't do anything to that excuse me, to that pitch, because it's really delicate, so you're gonna screw it up. It's a really thin pitch decal, so if you try to unstick it and glue it back, then you're gonna screw it up, and then you're gonna have to purchase a new one and put a new one on. And let me get a little bit closer. Yeah, let me show you that. Look at that pitch. It's beautiful. I don't think I'm 100% sure that the pitch has never been used before. Just look at that. The reset button. Really good. Okay, let's go back to the corners. It doesn't show it off. It doesn't. It's something that it's not noticeable. Look. See that? Looks almost the same. Just a little bit above the pitch line. You know? See that? That's the only imperfection that I can find. I'm showing it. I don't hide anything. Okay, let's go back to the corners. And right here, there's a couple more stains. That was dust. That was actually dust. Some dust particles. That's a stain right there. Tiny stain. This is the back of the turntable. Really clean. Look at that. Yes, these things come from the factory. Stains. The serial number. Really nice hinges, nice receptacles. Great beautiful turntable. It has some natural occurring imperfections. That's how I call them, because this turntable spend years inside those cabinets, spinning occasionally, you know. Look at that toner. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I'm gonna try to show you in the back. I think I've seen some little stains, or where the hinges meet the receptacles. That's like a normal scratch. Sometimes when you put the dust cover on, when you handle the dust cover, you start taking it on and off, then you can cause a scratch there. I'll show you that in a minute. Please don't do anything to that pitch. Look at that. It's beautiful. No, there's no stain right there. I thought I've seen one there, but there's no stain. Usually there's some scratches or stains here really close to the plinth, but not on this model. There's a scratch with like 2 stains in there. Right there. See that? Okay, let me show you the corner on this angle right here. Now let me move to the other side. Let's see what we find. Just look at that platter. It's beautiful. Let me see if I can get more light to show you this color. Mean corners. Beautiful. Beautiful Technics 1200 MK5. See how the plinth reflects, the toner reflects on the plinth? Look at that. So shiny. It's a beautiful turntable, so clean. The plinth is super clean. It's beautiful. Like I mentioned before, there's a couple stains, couple scratches on the dust cover. There's a stain, little stain here. There's a couple stains on the corners, stains on the rubber cabinet, but that's normal. Those things come from the factory. The turntables come like that from the factory. Like this little bubble here, that comes from the factory just like that. Sometimes you can see how the paint ends on the corners, and it creates a little bubble, like some sort of like a drop. Looks like a drop that it freezes, but those things come from the factory. It's just that we don't pay attention to those little things when we open up turntables. And I have a lot of experience, so I like to show everything to the people, because I don't like to mess with people's expectations. Okay, let me. This model comes with the little hole here. You can adjust the the brake yourself, and it has been adjusted before according to this little rubber mat weight. This is the thin rubber mat, so it's not that heavy. If you have the big thick rubber mat, you have to adjust the brake. Starts and stops pretty good. You can give it a little bit more to the brake, make it brake faster and accurate. It's all about your preferences. You know, we can try to adjust it, but just don't want to mess with it. It's not bad. It's good. Let me check on the pitch. Show you the pitch. Okay, here's the pitch. Check on the strobe light. The pitch is really nice, really smooth. Look at that. Reset, back to 0, back to +8, -8, reset, back to 0, back to -8. Great shape. The pitch is really nice. I mean, this turntable feels so powerful. The platter rotation is amazing. It's really powerful. It's really nice, and the pitch is really nice, really accurate. It's beautiful. Never used to DJ, never used to play records, and absolutely never used at all. Pure showcasing. only for use for showcasing purposes. It comes with original box, original inner materials. You know, I'll show that on the pictures. And it comes with the original toner weight, and that's it. So look at this beautiful turntable. Please check my Facebook page. It's called Technics Melancholic. There's like 50 or like 45 or 50 pictures of this particular model. Check my other turntables. I have 3 more for sale. Beautiful, all mint turntables, never used to DJ or to listen to records. I have one that that it was used by a collector, only to listen to records sporadically. You know, like a couple times and things like that. I mean, I only sell the best turntables in the world. And please check my feedback on eBay. Ask as many questions as you like, and hope you like this turntable. Ah, by the way, I'm mentioning this in all my videos. If somebody out there is looking for truly brand new Technics turntables, I have two. So just please feel free to inquire about that. Thanks for looking and have a wonderful day.